What's up, everyone? This is Rayuka here, and today let's talk BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Yet again, it seems like this is a never-ending thing. It's as if someone gave a shovel to Aksysgames, and Aksysgames gave the shovel to the producer, and the producer was like, you know something, I'm gonna dig a hole and see how far I could dig this hole and see what I could find, and it's probably gonna be nothing good. So the new news that came out today, which I read off an article from Destructoid, which I'll leave a link down below. So if y'all want to read more into that, it's up to y'all. But I'm only going to read the parts that interest me and the parts that stand out, because there's quite a bit that stands out in this interview. So as I said before, it was an article done by Destructoid by Chris M. And in this article, they're discussing an interview that he recently had. So speaking in an interview with Japanese publication Dengeki PlayStation, producer Toshimichi Mori had various things to say about Aksysgames' upcoming crossover fighter, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, particularly with the DLC and the controversy that surrounds it. Or as it says in this article, which has caused controversy among fans. Quote. So I'm just going to skim through this article and get to some of the interesting parts like this segment here. Mori sees things differently. In the interview, he suggests that the base game of BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle will have a reduced price point of 5,800 yen, or 53 bucks or 37, however you want to view it. With the idea being that once the player has purchased the further 20 DLC characters, they should, in total, have only paid a similar price to a full retail game. Now, take that as you will. So, going further into this article. Elsewhere in the interview, Mori also mentioned that BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle would not be seeing an arcade release. That it was a brand they hope to push well into the future if it finds a solid fan base. I repeat, a solid fan base. That it was being designed specifically with a gamepad controller in mind. So there's more to this article. Y'all could, if y'all want to read into it, I suggest reading into it if you want to read more into what's going on in this interview. But this is what I'm taking away from the article, right? So he's doubling down on his approach on this whole DLC controversy. He's basically saying that, hey, it is what it is. That's how I view it. He's doubling down. He doesn't care. Just like I thought they will give a lame excuse. Well, the producer is giving the lame excuse. Aksysgames is letting him handle the problems. And now he's giving these lame excuses. That's one of them, in my opinion. That just adds to the list. And then the part that really sticks out to me is solid fan base. Really Toshimichi, really? A solid fan base. Toshimichi said he needs a solid fan base for this title. That it doesn't have a fan base. As if these franchises that he put together to fight off against one another in this crossover game aren't known. So you're saying, so let me get this, the oppression, or to be more specific, I guess the idea of things. He's making it seem like that BlazBlue isn't popular, as if the fan base isn't solid, or the Persona 4 Ultramax or the Persona 4 Arena community isn't, solid, or the Undying In-Birth community is solid. Because that's how it sounds like. How you could sit there and say you're trying to create a solid fan base when this is a crossover game, and these franchises that are in this game they have solid fan bases. BlazBlue has this community, Persona has this community, Undying In-Birth has this small community. They have their own communities. Yeah, they may not be as big as, I don't know what's the right wording for it. I think what he, money. I guess what you mean to say is, you need the money. It's all about the money. So is that why you added Ruby? Because you saw profits. So you're like, something. Let's take advantage of these guys and let's see if their fan base or their community is willing to purchase this game and not view the other franchises that are involved, and let's see if they just drown into this, and hopefully this will sail, right? It's ridiculous. Not only that he doubled down on what he said, which is I'm not surprised, but that he's pretty confident that it might sell. And as I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm not telling you guys how to spend your money, and I do not represent each of these communities. When I speak of my opinion, it's my own opinion in this video. I represent myself. But I can say that this is very disappointing news, and he just doesn't care. Honestly, like it seems like he really doesn't care. It's just like, hey, the game's coming out. There's still gonna be 20 character DLC. Woohoo! If everyone's crying, tough. Buy the game. We need a solid fan base, because apparently the fan base is. He might as well say it. He might as well just come out and say it. The fan bases aren't enough, right? Because you don't see profits, because there are fans that are opening their eyes, seeing these shady tactics, and that's why you need a new fan base, apparently, to build this new brand. Another thing to take away from this is also the fact that it's not released in arcades in Japan. Now, arcades don't do well in America and some other countries, but in Japan, there's still a market there for that. And the fact that it's not released in arcades in Japan should raise some red flags. It should. Because BlazBlue released, most of them actually released in arcades in Japan. Tekken, obviously, and many other fighting games. Why not BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle? Why? Oh, wait. It's an incomplete game. Oh, I almost forgot. 20 characters cut out of it. You don't. Because, of course, if you release it in arcades and then people don't have to purchase the game and they have to play in arcades, you'll lose money, because then you won't make the physical sale, right? Oh man, Ark, you thought you were slick on this one, man. Oh, it seems like with the Japanese audience, they're like, something, you're gonna just have to buy the full game to experience it, because we're not gonna reach the arcade with all 40 characters, because we won't make our money. We need our money. Oh man. So the producer just doesn't care. That's why I take away from his article. He doesn't care. He doubled down, and he's sticking with his decision. So, as I said before, and I say it again, I'm not gonna tell y'all how to handle y'all money. Y'all want to buy, go ahead. My recommendation is don't support. Speak with your wallets. Let them learn the hard way, so then they don't have to do this again, or hopefully try to do this again. But this is borderline Street Fighter X Tekken 2.0. Oh man, that's what this is. That's what this is right now. The only difference is Arc System Works, in my opinion, isn't as big as Capcom. But man, they were the chosen ones, man. Arc System Works were the chosen ones. Damn, man, and they just drew right out the window. They just like, something, it's time to join the dark side. It's time for the shadiness and the greed, and that's it. It is what it is now. That is very disappointing to see a company that has so much potential just go down this route. I get that companies and businesses need to make cash, but there's better ways to go upon that. And this is just a very sleazy and greed, pretty much blatant greed, straight, plain and simple way to go upon this. And borderline abusing the fan base, because there's people out there still probably gonna try to defend this and not realize that, hey, they don't care. They really don't care. And keep one thing in mind: if this game sells well, they will do this practice again. Don't think because in the future they release a game with 40 characters, they won't pop out nowhere and say, oh well, it's gonna be 30 character DLC. And that sounds ridiculous. I know, 30 character DLC. But seeing that there's 20 character DLC for this game, I'm gonna go too far. Ah, man. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. It's more like a travesty. At this point, it's just a damn joke to me. And this is probably going to be the last time I talk about this until maybe there's some positive news that comes out of this. But I really don't see that happening, especially when the producer is doubling down. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below how y'all feel about all this. Do y'all agree with what the producer is saying or what he is doing, pretty much? Do y'all disagree? Feel free to comment down below and express your thoughts and y'all feelings about this. If you agree with me, drop a thumbs up. If you don't agree with me, hey, you can drop a thumbs down. It is what it is. Stating my opinion. and that's what it is. Anyways, as always, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There is a lot of content here, and it's greatly appreciated as well. And as always, this is Rayuka here saying thanks for watching, and until next time, everyone, sayonara.